Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome. I'm Ruth'sChris from Nasdaq, and I'm the Relationship Manager for Ruth'sChris. And we are delighted to welcome you to this morning's opening bell ceremony. Now I'd like to introduce our executive host for this morning's event, our Senior Vice President, Bob McCooey.
Thanks, Rob. Good morning, everyone. It's my great pleasure to welcome our good friends from Ruth'sChris, the Ruth'sChris Hospitality Group, your chairman, president, and chief executive officer, Michael O'Donnell. Every morning I get up here and there's different last names, and there's names from around the world. And as a McCooey, it's very easy to say O'Donnell. But, you know, that's one of the easy parts of my job every morning. The tough parts are sometimes getting the names correct. I'd also like to extend a warm Nasdaq welcome to Chief Financial Officer Arnie Hock, as well as President of Ruth'sChris Steakhouse, Chris Toomey. Also, we have a great crowd of people from around the country. Mike said that many of them have been with Ruth'sChris for 20 years or more. Franchise owners and managers and members of the management team. And we gather here at the crossroads of the world in Times Square. No better place for a fantastic brand like this than Times Square as we get ready to ring the Nasdaq opening bell this morning. And we all know here at Nasdaq that the louder you cheer during this entire celebration, the more the stock will go up. And Mike and Arnie and the team need that to happen. So let's practice here a little bit, okay? Well done. Well done. Okay. I don't want you to tire yourselves out too much. Now, there's certainly a lot to celebrate this morning. Let me begin by highlighting that 2015 marks the 50th anniversary of the founding of Ruth'sChris. You actually are older than Nasdaq. And August of this year will mark the 10th anniversary of your Nasdaq listing. Congratulations on these two amazing milestones. Now, when we met earlier this year at the ICR conference in Orlando to convince Mike that he had to come here this afternoon, he said, this cannot be about me. It has to be about Ruth'sChris and the brand. And so let me just take a couple minutes to talk about what an amazing company this is. It's been an amazing 50-year journey. The RuthsChris legacy began in 1965 when Ruth Fertel mortgaged her home for $22,000 to buy the Chris Steakhouse in New Orleans. Today, Ruth's Hospitality Group comprises over 140 RuthsChris Steakhouses in America and around the world. Your success continues to be driven by your commitment to Ruth's original core values, delivering the highest quality food, beverage, and service in a warm and inviting atmosphere. And while sticking to these core values, the Ruth's team has continued to innovate. Your Ruth's 2.0 campaign is focused on enhancing the already great food, the service, and design with something that we know a lot about here at Nasdaq, which is enhanced technology. And your results certainly speak for themselves. The success of those core values and the continued innovation. You have a 3-year return of 135% and a 5-year return on your stock of 270%, well ahead of market indices as well as the Nasdaq Composite. Mike, we know this is a team effort, and thank you for bringing so many of your teammates here with us today. And we want to make sure that we highlight the accomplishments, many accomplishments of this fantastic group of people. When you stop to think about it, Ruth's Hospitality truly represents what it means to be a Nasdaq-listed company. The visionaries, the game changers, and as you saw in that video a couple minutes ago, those who ignite their ambitions and dream to do more. Mike, on behalf of Nasdaq, congratulations on the 50th anniversary of the founding of RuthsChris, the 10th anniversary of your listing here on Nasdaq, and your many other outstanding accomplishments. We look forward to celebrating many, many more milestones with you here at Nasdaq and here at the Nasdaq market site, and continue to watch RuthsChris continue to grow and innovate as a Nasdaq-listed company. We are so honored to have you as part of our family, and we're even more honored to have you here for this fantastic celebration today. And now I'd like all of you to join me in welcoming the Chairman, President, and CEO of Ruth's Hospitality Group, Mike O'Donnell. Mike?
Thank you. Thank you. And Bob, thank you very much for having given my speech. And I don't have a whole lot more to say now that you gave. When I said the other day, we were in New Orleans for a celebration of our 50th anniversary that Lana Duke put together. And I think one of the things that is very important to me is that we are still getting, we are still getting guidance from Ruth Fertel. And I recognize that I am only holding these reins for a period of time, and Ruth continues in the way that she set this up. She continues to really drive this business with her philosophies and influence. And you can't thank me, you can't thank yourselves without thanking Ruth. So how about a round of applause for Ruth? So on behalf of Ruth'sChris Steakhouse, I'd like to thank you for giving us the opportunity to be here with all of you at this center of the financial world to open another day of trading. Today, with some of our dedicated franchise and team members by my side, we are honored and proud to be celebrating 50 years of Ruth'sChris Steakhouse and nearly 10 years of being traded on the Nasdaq. 50 years ago, a single working mother named Ruth Fertel mortgaged her home to buy a New Orleans steakhouse. Ruth focused on delivering the highest quality food and legendary hospitality to all her guests. And we carry on her legacy using her example as a guiding light and inspiration. Simply said, what would Ruth do? From our humble beginnings on Broad Street in New Orleans, we've grown into the largest fine dining steakhouse collection in the world. 2 weeks ago, I was proud to be at the opening of our 146th restaurant in Charleston, South Carolina, with Nancy and Mark Oswald, another beautiful restaurant, and just one more restaurant that we're adding to the collection. And our growth continues this year in new locations coming to Dallas, Texas, Albuquerque, San Antonio, and Jakarta, Indonesia. At Ruth'sChris Steakhouse, we just don't serve the best sizzling steaks, though we do, in fact, serve the best steak you've ever had. We help our guests create memories on 500-degree sizzling plates that will last a lifetime. On behalf of all of Ruth'sChris Steakhouse team members, all 5,000 of them, cheers to the past 50 sizzling years, and here's to the next 50. Happy.
Come on up here, especially the guys in the white jackets.
Don't bite. I won't bite.